All right. Hello, everybody. We are going to play some Medieval Dynasty. I've played a decent amount, just playing around, learning the game a little bit. I've decided to go ahead and start streaming it.
Used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing around
So I will
do it.
stream every time I play this game.
It's tough.
And if you enjoy it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
Never empty. Then,
But for an early access game, Medieval Dynasty is doing phenomenal.
lost everything overnight.
I've not seen any other early access game address issues as quickly as this one
First, I
has.
didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. The story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks, I held on to that thought. Until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start.
Alright, so the one thing that I understand why they're doing it and why it is the way it is, but there are no real settings to change in the game. You just kind of have the character that you have to be, and that's it. There are no settings for changing the length of the seasons or days or anything like that. I have a feeling that it will eventually change. Okay, yeah. I don't remember clicking the button to start that. Okay, but yeah, there's no settings to change or anything like that, so it's all, and there's obviously no mods or anything, so everything's completely as they intended it. There is no way to change any of that, which I understand, and I have a feeling that eventually we'll be able to change things like the length of the day or length of the season. It's just not something that's gotten put into the game just yet. These berry bushes become very important come summertime. Right now they're unripened, so they are poisonous. Don't see any stones laying around that I can pick up. So we'll just keep moving. Oh, here we go. The rocks, on day one when they dropped this and it was able to be played, I started playing it, I think it was day 2. It was very difficult to find the small rocks. Now they've done a few patches and it is a lot easier to find them. You don't have to search forever to find the things, so it's kind of nice. Alright, so right now we have to go find the Castellan so he can tell us where our uncle is. So anyone who hasn't seen this game yet, or who has been thinking about it and isn't quite sure if they want to play it or want to buy it, I highly recommend it. It's awesome. A lot of potential for what could happen in the future. and I'm not sure, but I think it's still on sale on Steam. I would have to look to see, but it was on sale for quite a while there when it first came out. Medieval Dynasty. Right now it is running $29. You can get this digital supporter edition, which I'm not quite sure what that does, but it does. I believe it helps the developers, but it is $33. So I don't know that it's still on sale. I think that's a little bit higher than what it was. But I mean, it's still well worth it. Where is this guy? I thought I came here to find him. Apparently not. All right. But yeah, this game is awesome. Lots of fun. Lots of things to do down the line. So, alright, so, hey stranger, what brings you to our village? You don't look like a merchant or a pilgrim. It gives you two options. You can either be smart aleck, or honest. Basically, I'm just going to tell him I'm Rasamir. I came from the south looking for my uncle Jordan. In his old home, his name was Jordan the Raftman. It says, Jordan, yes, he once told me about his life on the river. He came to the right place, but a few years too late. Why, what happened to my uncle? He was a great man and an even better friend. As a good craftsman and an excellent trader, he made a small fortune. See the tavern, he built it and ran it, as well as many other shops in the area. I'm not going to go through all this. Basically, his mother told him about it, but then he got killed. Nobody in the town is going to give you anything for being his nephew. So he offers you as much land as you want. You just have to be able to use it properly and pay taxes. I don't think they care about using it properly as long as you pay taxes. They patched out. You used to be able to come up here and work the field and get farming. And you used to be able to come in here daily, reset it and steal. All that's in here is the wooden hoe now. Oh, that's some horse shit. It used to be 5 iron scythes and 5 iron hoes, and you could sell them and make a ton of money off of them. Apparently they don't do that anymore. Alright, so we don't have much of anything right now. And what we do have will soon be gone. We're gonna do this first quest: stone axe, cut down some trees, collect some straw, and build our first house. Now it's very weird because it tells you to collect 20 straw, but then 20 straw is not enough to build your first house. You end up having to go back down and collect more. On this side of the river, it's hard to see the reeds that you turn into straw. I know they're down here eventually. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we're going to collect them. I think normally I build on the other side of the river down further, and I don't know. I think I want to change it up and do it over on this side. There's another town straight across there. If you look at the map, I'm thinking right over here might be a good area to build. Or maybe up in here. Maybe I'll go up here. Because then I'm still close to these two, but I'm not too far from these ones. And then there's actually 2 up here. Because normally I build right here, and it's not horrible. It's a nice little area. The only problem I run into is I build right between these 2 roads, so it ends up being pain. So I'm thinking maybe if I build along this road here, it'll be far enough away to where I can build, because you can't build too close to the towns. Be far enough away that I can build a decent size, but it's not going to have a bunch of stuff in the way so that I can't build what and where I want. Let's see how many straw we have. 45. We will get that up to 50 just for no real reason other than nice round numbers. Oh, well, 51 is good enough too, just because a round number sounds good. And then we will head over this way. We are going to build close to the river just because you need water. Oh yes, and you get experience in different areas as you do different things. Like as you cut down trees and stuff, you get extraction points. Hunting, you get the hunting points. Farming, you get that. I'm not quite sure what diplomacy one does or how you get it, anything like that. But survival is basically picking anything up. I always put my first point into any of them into the knowledge, because then it supposedly gives you more. I'm going to need a lot of these sticks. More points down the road, I believe. That's what it says. Yeah, survival. +1 points to survival activities. Yeah, so for every activity, so like every time I pick up a mushroom or a stick or anything like that, it actually gives me 2 points instead of just the 1, which is kind of awesome. Now I think this is a good area here to start building. So I'm going to start cutting down some trees to get wrong buttons. There we go. To get the logs so that I can build my first house. Let me check something real quick. Just gotta post something real quick. And we're back. Alright, so I believe I need 6 logs to start this house. Yes. Early on, it's a pain because you got to cut down your own trees and basically do everything completely on your own. Once you start getting a little bit more reputation and ability, you can start having others or recruiting others to your village and getting them to basically do your work for you while you go out and do basically whatever you want. Hopefully we'll get there soon. Let's see. Put you there. And inventory, wood hammer. So that used up all but 2 of our logs. And we're gonna use up most of our sticks. Actually, let's go ahead and throw the straw up here. Yeah, see, it's 7 per tile. We have 4 tiles, so it would have been 28, and it only asks you to collect 20. So it's kind of confusing in that way, but so we're gonna go collect some more trees. Hopefully this is a good area. Like I said before, I usually built my camp almost directly across the river, actually, right in this area here. So I've not done over here. Looks like there'll be enough trees, and I don't know about wildlife. Worst case scenario, we'll go over there to hunt. I know there's a good area over there for deer. Alright, it's reminding us that we get thirsty, which is why we stay by the river. In this game here, we don't need to worry about getting sick off of the water. You can drink right out of the river, be perfectly fine. Each tree kind gives you a different amount of logs. These pine trees, I mean, they're nice. They give you 3, but the maple, which those ones over there, they give you 4 per, which is awesome. Let's get the roof completed, so it makes us look like we're completing something. Should be close on sticks now. I don't want to chop down all the trees close to the house just yet. Those are the ones that need logs. Yeah, we'll cut down a couple more, but I want to keep the woods close by for as long as possible. When you build some of the buildings, like the lumber mill and things like that, it works better if you have trees. Like, you get higher results from what I've heard if you have trees nearby. You're supposed to be within 50 meters, I think it is, of trees. Oh, I need more sticks. And my uncle's great wooden hammer is about to break. Partially because I keep swinging extra because I'm not paying attention. Alright, so we're going to need a couple more logs. Oh, those broadleaf plantains are awesome. Eventually we'll get a point into survival essence or sense, and we'll actually be able to go into, I forget what it's called, but you hit the left alt button and you can they all get highlighted on the ground. The mushrooms, the broadleaf, the St. John's wort. But the mushrooms are nice. They sell for, I think it's 2 a piece, but they also, I mean, you can eat the different ones. St. John's wort is awesome because you can eat that to get rid of poison if you eat something that's bad. or you can just sell it and make a decent amount of money off of it. It sells for, I believe, 2 apiece. So early game, it's one of the things that I definitely pick up anytime I see it, so that I can sell it. Right now, I'm not really worried about anything when it comes to money for taxes, just because I don't really have anything except for my house. But in order to buy different things like seeds, oh really? Right, hammer. Didn't I just pick up 2 logs? Oh, I need a stick. And 1 more should do it. Bam! Alright, we got our house. Now, the chest only holds 50 kilograms. We're going to throw some of this stuff in here. We'll actually use that here in a minute. Once you use it, you can sell it, actually. It's really weird once it takes damage. So I'm going to throw some of this stuff into here. And just because I know from playing previously on some of the stuff that we're going to need to do early on, we'll do some of that. Like setting the rabbit trap is awesome. It gives you meat. So I will definitely do that one. The one quest line, where is it at? Yeah, Unighost or Unighost. You do the first set, and then you have to wait till like year 5 to do the second one. So it's really weird, and I keep hitting the wrong button. Trap, rabbit trap. We'll put this right here with the trees around it. Should still work. I've never really put it too close to the house, but with the way this is set up, where the house is right here beside the forest, I'm thinking it should still work. Alright, I need to make, let's see, another survival point. So here's that thing I was talking about. We'll put 1 point into survival sense. When we hit the button, you can see where everything highlights, all the plants, stuff like that. That comes in handy down the road a lot more than now. But like here, we know we can find all this St. John's wort easily, so. Alright, and we are getting hungry, and we are extremely thirsty. So after I pick a good amount of this, we'll go over here. And for thirst, you just literally go to the river and drink. There's no chance of getting sick from the river water, the lake water, anything like that. Alright, so we have the mushrooms. We will take all of those back, and we'll take 1 of those, and we'll eat that. Alright, and that gave us back to full stats. So let's see if we have, we need rocks and sticks. I think I have all that in here. I don't have sticks, but I do have some rocks. Should be, yeah, decent amount of rocks. Alright, so we'll get a stone knife that'll let us skin anything that we kill, and then we'll get couple logs and make some stone spears. And we'll go hunting. I did not mean to just do one. Alright, so if you go to it, if you hit R, it'll actually let you craft maximum amount or choose how many you want to craft. So it's kind of cool that way. Alright, so what I usually do with the spears then is just assign them down the line. Alright, so we need to hunt a wild animal. Now, like I said, I've not really done any hunting over on this side. So there might be deer and rabbit over here, but if we don't see any soon, I will go across the way tomorrow and we can hunt. I know there's plenty of deer over there. What is that? Ooh, a boar. Alright, now these guys, if they see you, they do charge. But they're easy to kill. Basically anything or any animal in the game, if you can sneak up in front of them and hit them in the face, it works out beautifully. You can kill them in one shot. We're going to collect a bunch of these mushrooms. We're going to collect a bunch of logs as well. What is our weight at 21? So we're going to head home. Drop off pretty much everything that we're not going to try to sell. And we're going to go sell a bunch of stuff. Make some money. I want to get farming going by the end of the season. Because if I can get some cabbage down, the seasons last 3 days, but if I can get some cabbage down, that'll give me a good amount of pottage once I can, or once summer hits. I'll just have to go around and do some hunting. But the pottage is some pretty good food. And from what I have learned from both playing a little bit and watching others play, I've been watching couple guys play. One of them is Cage848. The other one is Deuce MS. Both of them, completely different play styles, completely different in basically everything. But both awesome content creators. Deuce, I'm new to watching him. I just actually started watching him with Dynasty. And Cage plays a lot of early access survival games. 7 Days to Die, Subsistence. He picked this one up. I mean, so he plays a lot of games that are fun to watch. Don't need that. We're gonna keep those. So yeah, I've been watching the two of them, learning a lot of different things because it's there's a lot to learn in this game. Yeah, we're down to 14. We're gonna go ahead. We're not gonna hunt tonight, so we're gonna get rid of those. We're down to 8. So once we get a little bit closer to town, I'm hoping they'll still sell to me. Once you get too late, they don't want anything to do with you. You can't sell anything. You can't interact with them for the quest or anything like that. You have to wait until the next day. I haven't started using the feathers yet, but from what I am told, it's supposed to they're supposed to become a lot more needed. They already did one hot fix on archery so that it increased the viability of archery, so I'm not sure if they're going to do another one anytime soon. Alright, so what I'm collecting these logs for is when I get to the trader. Where did... Should have given me one more log. When I get to the trader, I will be crafting firewood to sell. And I wait till I get to the trader for that, because the firewood weighs a ton, so you can't make the firewood and carry it with you in the same amount as you can. Where did those feathers drop? Oh, there. You can carry a lot more logs than you can firewood. Alright, so I'm encumbered, so I'm going to go ahead and head in there to the town. And early game, this is a great way to get your crafting up as well. So you get points for crafting, and then you get points for doing the actual quests. I'm sorry. You get points for, you get your dynasty points and all that, but you also get points for crafting, which gets you your smithy and things like that a whole lot quicker. Is that Unighost? It is. Alright, so we'll talk to him and get that quest. Ah, he's going to run away from us. There's another vendor. Yeah, that house, I think. No. Is she in there? Okay. Or is he the vendor? Yeah, he's the vendor. Are you gonna go sit down? I need him to be stationary before I start. There we go. Alright, so we're going to create 10 firewood. We will sell that. And each log gives us 4 firewood. Each firewood sells for, I think it's 2 gold a piece. So 2 gold. I mean, it's not a ton, but it's better than pretty much anything else that we have to make and sell, because it doesn't really cost us anything. And this is the guy that sells the manure, so we're definitely going to need him for the second day or second season. Oh, actually, I have all these sticks to sell to you too. The sticks sell for 1 gold a piece as well. Alright, so let's go over here. I think it's this house. She's already asleep. Not interested in speaking to me. Alright, so tomorrow we'll come back here and we're not too far anyway. We'll come back and hit up that trader. She has seeds, I believe it is. So we'll put in a garden, get some cabbage. Or no, you know what? I think she only has like the rye and the wheat. I think we have to go up north to Baranica. So yeah, we'll head up there to Baranica tomorrow and get our cabbage seeds. Once we get those seeds, we'll have tomorrow and the day after to get them planted. I don't really worry too much about getting them planted right away, as long as they're planted before the end of the season. It's the same as if they grew all season. So I mean, we can literally plant them right before we close out spring, and the next day we'll wake up and there'll be nice, a rabbit. There'll be I did not mean to deactivate. There'll be our crops there, which is awesome. Let's see, throw you over. Alright, we are going to take our spears. Just because I'm going to just swim across the river. I'm not going to walk around it. Let me eat something before we leave. I'm going to take the spears because we're going to be going through a decent hunting ground over there. Oh, we have a skill point I didn't realize. Oh, an extraction. So we'll throw that into extraction knowledge. So that way we get 2 points for every. So back up to 100 on food. Alright, so we are going to head up here. I'm almost positive that this is the woman who, let's put this one as the first one, who has the cabbage seeds. We're going to collect a ton of mushrooms in St. John's wort because we'll sell that when we get up there. Now next season in the summer, berries are so easy to find, and they sell for 1 gold each as well. You can, if you find a patch of berry bushes, you can get like 300-400 berries in a matter of seconds. Well, not seconds, in a matter of minutes, and sell them all for a lot of gold. Most of the berry bushes, we're going the wrong way. Okay, so let's get this buck real quick. Alright, if you go into, it didn't stay in him. Normally if you go into inspector mode, it'll show you like where your spear's at. Really? Alright, these guys only take 1 usually. Get some leather and fur and all that fun stuff. Alright, so where did that dogo that we were tracking? Over there. The foxes don't usually attack you unless you attack them, which is kind of nice. I don't know how many damn spears I need to put into this. I am out of spears now, so I'm just gonna hit him with my, yeah, there we go. Hit her with my axe. Alright, but you can see that this is a awesome hunting ground. When I get the points to put points into, here's the berry bush patch. Yeah, when I get points to put into the hunting lodge. I'll probably put hunting lodge up here. Some Wyson, rabbit. Alright, so there's the village we're headed to. Actually, we should probably start talking to some of the females and see if we can't get our affection up, because the whole idea of this game is to get married, build a village, pass it on to your kid. And it takes a while to get them to the point where they will marry you. So I'm picking up all these sticks because we're going to sell them, but we're also going to, before we sell the remainder of the sticks, all the rocks that I've picked up, it's 2 rocks and I think 2 sticks, to make a stone knife. We'll make stone knives. Got turned around for a second there. We'll make stone knives and sell those as well. I think you can sell them for like 11 gold a piece. Used to be a whole lot more, but they nerfed that as soon as they realized. I think they were selling for like 30 gold per knife, and it was ridiculous. Let's get in there. Alright, now these guys here are the ones you can recruit. The ones with the little numbers over their head are the ones you can recruit once you get to a certain dynasty rating or dynasty reputation level. You just have to have a house for them and stuff. So we will get to that eventually. Edgar, are you the one? No. 3. Oh, Norbert. He's the one sitting at the... I'm not used to him being over here. Alright, show me your wares. Yeah, he has cabbage seed. Oh, he has manure too. Did not realize that. Well, we have 47. Awesome. So, sell all of that to him. We'll sell about half of those. And let's see how many. Okay. Oh, I only have enough stones to do one. So we'll just sell one of those. And we'll just sell the rest off like that. Alright, so we're not going to do a huge garden to start out with. We'll just do... we'll do 12 plots. And let's see, how much gold do we have? I don't want to spend all of my gold on, and I don't need the manure till summer anyway. Alright, so let's see, you're old, so you're not someone I want to talk to. Let's see, 18. Say, what a day. Have you seen the noble? We'll go with, have you seen the noble? Ah, she didn't like that. Yeah, see, it comes up telling you need to talk to people to get a wife. Now you can steal in this game, and as you saw at the beginning of the game, I did steal a wooden hoe. If you get caught, you lose reputation, so you don't want to do it often or get caught at it at all. but it is a way, if you can find good stuff, it's a easy way to get money. Because you really don't do anything for it. You just, you know, steal it. But like I said, you gotta be careful with that and not get caught. Some more of these mushrooms. We're gonna go to the next town real quick as well. So we'll sell some more stuff off at that town. I'm picking up a good amount of stones, so we'll be able to make a couple more knives to sell. I want to get my crafting up quickly. I want to start building quickly too, but we will see how quickly I can get that stuff done. Before I go to bed tonight, like I said, I'll put the garden in. At least get it placed, and then we'll probably plant tomorrow. Mushroom. You can find these mushrooms everywhere, and like I said, I think they sell for 2 apiece. Yeah, it says 3, but when you actually go to the vendor, I think it's 2. Which, considering you can find them everywhere, not a bad deal. Where am I at? Alright, yeah, so we're going to go this way. We can go back through the killing fields. Yep. I thought I saw a bunch of mushrooms over here. The early part of this game is very, very grindy. You're running around collecting stuff, building stuff yourself, farming yourself. Once you start getting a little bit further along and you're able to recruit players, or not players, but recruit NPCs to start farming for you and for hunting for you and logging for you, so it gets to be a lot less grindy, and then it's just you're running around doing different quests and helping out the other villagers in the other towns and things like that. It becomes more what you want to do. Because you can, I mean, early on you can only recruit so many so many NPCs to help you, so you end up picking and choosing what you want to do versus what you want them to do for you. That's a stone. We are encumbered. Is there anything we can get rid of? Nope, we're good. Alright, we'll just have to walk slowly. Well, we are hungry, so let's eat some of the mushrooms. Takes a lot of mushrooms to fill us up, so. That actually almost knocked us down to not being over encumbered. There we go. Now we're not encumbered anymore. Didn't necessarily need to eat them, but we can sprint again. And actually, let's go over to the river and get some water. There's our house, so we're actually going to go over here and drop off some of the stuff that we're not going to try to sell, like the cabbage seeds, and that might be it actually. Oh, the meat. And we still have a good amount of rocks at home. And we're still up there because of the stones. I was going to say we might chop down a couple trees just to do the firewood trick, but those trees will weigh way too much. We won't be able to pick them up. We're getting close to our maximum capacity. I know you can eventually carry more. I don't know if that is based on perks that you put points into, or if that's just as you level you get stronger. So we'll have to see. I don't remember how that works. I think it's just the more points you put in, or the more levels you get, the better off your stats are, kind of deal, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Got one more quick mushroom. Okay, so there's a couple vendors here. This guy here, his wife in the house. Hold on. Guess we should probably... Alright, so we can craft 7. It's 2 stones, 5 sticks, so that's 7. $7 gold worth of materials. I don't remember how many they sell for. I think it's like 11. So it ends up making us a little bit more money, but more importantly, it gives us the crafting skill, which I believe we just got a point into. Yeah, it sells for 11. The mushrooms, yeah, it says 2 in our thing, but it only sells for, or it says 3, but it only sells for 1 or 2, I mean, so it's 1 less than what it says. Alright, so we're at 250. Alright, there's some people up here we can recruit as well. I probably should have sold all this. I only have 1 stick left. So if you hit Alt, you can see, ooh, like this one here, he's going to be one of the first ones I want to, but I saw he had a 7. What is it in? Diplomacy. I don't know what the diplomacy does. I haven't seen anybody really talk about that. Ida's another vendor. She's usually down there. I know there's a couple of females here in this town that we can talk to and see if we can't get them to like us. -2 on that one too. Now see, it's weird because if you... I know they don't like the boasting one where you're talking about how... Nope, she's not old enough to talk to. She's not old enough to talk to. And I believe she's... Oh yeah, 40. She's married. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and chop down a couple trees. What's in here? Oh, it's their barn. Chop down a couple trees and do the firewood trick. I'm not sure how many we'll be able to get. We did get that point. What did we get it in? Survival. Okay, survivalist. And see, the one I really want is athlete. Yeah, athlete. So we'll put one into survivalist just to where we can get to the next level. Because you have to put one into like tier 1 in order to get to tier 2, tier 2 to get into tier 3. It makes sense, but it's annoying too. So we'll clear cut everything over here by them because it's not by our house. We don't care. Alright, so we are encumbered. Luckily, we're only walking to this house here. Yeah, see, like, we could steal this stuff, but I try not to steal things too often or too out in the open. So we can craft 8 firewood. So that hopefully that'll give us another point. I'm not sure how many points shy we are of getting to the next level for crafting. But this will give us a little bit more money, and then we're going to go ahead and head home and put in the garden plots. We'll start out with a 3x4, and you don't have to put fences or anything around it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put the fences in this time, just because it is aesthetically pleasing. So 2 times 32, yeah, he'll restock once a year on gold, so we don't have to really worry about that. We didn't have anything really we want to buy